2023 Game of the Year nominees predictions. Let's go. Now, obviously, for 2023, there's going to be two locks for this year, and that's Baldur's Gate 3 and Tears of the Kingdom. These two are 100% going to be there. They're the best two games of the year. It will most likely be one of these games winning, so we can put those two aside as locks for this year. My first Game of the Year nominee, aside from the two locks, is Resident Evil 4 Remake. This game was really good. This is personally, so far, my Game of the Year. I'm currently playing through another Game of the Year nominee, which I think will be there right now. Obviously, you'll find out later in the video. This, I do think, is going to be nominated. Very underrated when it comes to Game of the Year, I think. Yes, I think we'll see this one there. It evolved upon the gameplay of the original, with the knife parrying system and the degradable melee weapons, which I thought was really cool. And the story stuck true to the original. Graphics were amazing. I think this one will be nominated. Next up for another nominee is Spider-Man 2. Now, I actually haven't played this yet. I will do at some point this year, but from the reviews and the gameplay I've seen, it does look to be really fun. The only thing I think will hold this game back from winning the Game of the Year award is just because the stories in superhero games are always kind of the same. Like, I haven't played it, or like I don't know what happens, but when it's a superhero game, we all kind of know what's going to happen. Like, it will start off, Spider-Man will go through some, ups and downs in the middle of the story, and then towards the end, they'll defeat the bad guy and happily ever after. So I think that's what will be holding it back from actually winning Game of the Year overall. Next up, Alan Wake 2. I'm currently playing through this right now. It's a lot of fun. The story's very interesting. I do think this one will get a nominee because it has high review scores, 9s out of 10s, like 8.5, 9s out of 10. So I do think it will get a nominee. If you haven't played this or you aren't planning on playing this, I seriously recommend you check it out if you're a fan of survival horror games, because it's really fun. I haven't finished it yet, but the story's amazing, the gameplay's amazing, the graphics are amazing. I definitely recommend checking this one out. It's very good, and I do think we'll get a nominee. Now, for the last nominee, I actually do think Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty will get a Game of the Year nominee. Now, this one's a bit weird because it is technically a DLC, but with the Cyberpunk 2.0 release and this release, I feel like it kind of can be granted as a new game, but I would understand if it's not. But personally, I think this is just an absolutely amazing DLC. The story was amazing, and the Cyberpunk 2.0 patch completely just reinvented Cyberpunk as a game, totally. So I do think this one will get a nominee, but I can understand if it's not classified as a new game because technically it isn't, but yeah, whatever. Now, those are my nominees. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of them in the comments. I actually really am interested in finding out what other people think is going to be nominated and what can actually win Game of the Year. So let me know in the comments. And yeah, that's it. Thank you. See ya.